Hi, it's Thursday. Let's chat. So, first thing I want to remember is to thank you all for your well wishes because I mentioned that I'm having a little bit of health issues, nothing super serious. I can get over it. It's just going to take me focus and time. Anyway, I wanted to stop in today and tell you I am feeling a little bit better and I'm going to sew today since I'm in my sewing room, but I want to tell you what I'm doing. I went to a page. In fact, I think I can share it. I'll share her page, but I won't start the video because it's her video, just so you know where to go on Instagram. She made a scalloped tee. Let me see. This one and share. Yes, can you see that? It's Brit's, I can't remember, mouse over it. Brit's Thread Company. And her site is BRITS period THREAD period CO period. Oh, I think there's a period at the end, but you can look it up. But you notice this, well, it's shadowed because I watched it. But let me see if nope, it's going to show me that. I can't do that. Um, that one, Scallop Tea Tutorial Part 1, I watched that and thought, oh, that's so easy. I could do that. And how cute it makes just a regular t-shirt. And then she has part 2 and how to get them even. She's very generous in her education on this. So I think you'll really enjoy seeing, going and looking at this. So let me stop sharing. Okay. So what I did was I went to her, you could click on her profile and go to her site, and she lets you print out this scallops page that is the paper you'll need. Now she had it on a card. I just printed it on paper. And so I cut out the scallops. And what I'm going to do it on is a t-shirt I got at Walmart, this simple tee that fits me good. It's time and true, and I think I want to say it was $6. I bought a few of them just for working in the yard. So that is, hopefully I'll get to work in the yard soon. So that's my plan for today. And I bought this blouse at Ross, and I like it very much. I like it has a scalloped edge, but the length of it from here to here, it lays on me nicely. So this is a little longer than that. So I'm going to use that to judge how long I want to make it, where I want to put my scallops. So that's my plan for today. And I'll try and take pictures as I go along to show you my progress, but watch hers on Instagram. It's really good. There might be more places she has it posted. I think Facebook has her. She has a Facebook page. And then you can try it too. I also wanted to show you, last week I talked about this crewel work that I had dug out of the past and started up again. And I put on Instagram my progress. I finished the teapot, but I read the color wrong. I did this little thing. I did the plate and put French knots and leaves in the plate. I did the shoe. I really like the shoe. Um, so, and I did the tablecloth. It has its blanket stitch around it. I did the teacup. So I do have this section. Next, I'll do the hats. But I wanted to show you, it's in my clip stitch frame. I did a little video on that on my floss tube, but it's on Amazon, or it was. I'll look and see if it still is because I've had it probably a couple years now, and I really like it. I used it for one project, and then I put another one in it, and for some reason it didn't work good. It was too high for me, but this works so good. I tried this in a hoop first, and because I'm not feeling good, it was just hard for me to hold the hoop and stitch at the same time. Then I put it on in a Q snap, And same thing, then my hand wanted to cramp holding on to the Q-snap. So I remembered I had this because I have put other projects in my stands and I can take them out and go back and forth. But this I wanted to sit on the sofa and do. So I stuck it in here. It can come out of the base of the bottom. I just pull this out and be used like a hoop or in a stand. There we go. So then it's just like a big old Q snap. And so I can just use it if I'm somewhere else or want to take this somewhere, it folds down nicely because that popped right on there and this sits on your lap or on your table. And the bonus is this is pretty. And because it's already got a pre-printed picture, it's already pretty. So I leaving it sit on my table or my end table, I think it just looks pretty sitting there. So I was happy to put it in there and I just wanted to show that to you. So okay, I'm gonna go on to Zoom with my Zooming Zoe sisters and work on this t-shirt. And I'll show you little clips on in between, and then hopefully I'll have a nice t-shirt in the end to show you. Okay, talk to you later. So this is how I made it. You can see I made the marks. I had used a Frixion pen and I outlined the scallop with dashes. It pulled a little bit, so I put my ruler underneath so it was a more of a firm surface to make the dashes on. When it came to the end, going around, and I finished at a seam on the side, two wouldn't quite fit, so I had to kind of draw a couple a little bit smaller just to make it fit, but you can't even tell. It worked out really nice doing it that way. So then the next step was to sew it. So this is it all sewn. I just followed my line with a little zigzag stitch and went all the way around and then trimmed it close and then snipped up to the point without clipping into the thread. So here what I'm doing is turning it right side out. I finished the trimming and I just kind of rubbed with my finger when I pulled it right side out to try and get the scallop rounded. And the next step will be to go over to the ironing board. But you can see a few of those are done. So I put this little clip on because I wanted you to see that as I pressed them out, I felt like it wasn't nicely rounded. There's probably a way better tool than what I'm using, but I noticed the round of the scissors here would work really good. So you can kind of see I pushed the scissors right into the scallop to make it rounded. And because they're metal, it doesn't hurt anything if the iron touches it. I was afraid if I used the rubberized tip of my other scissors, it would damage it. But this seemed to work good. So you can kind of see when I flip it over that it's smooth. They're mostly rounded. A couple of them might have a little sharp bit. I haven't trimmed the inner bits off yet, but it's pretty nice like that. And ta-da, here it is. It's all done. It could have been longer, but I like it. It's fine for me and for my intention of it. So that was how it's done. And then the final product. And I think I'm happy with it. I have a green t-shirt that's just too long for me. And so I hardly ever wear it, but I really like the way it lays on the top. It's a little bit nicer than than the Walmart one, but it's still nice. It's still good. But I didn't talk about the stitch I used it's called the triple straight stitch. That's what I used for the top stitching is the triple straight stitch because it's a little thicker and it has a little bit of give, not a lot, but it has a little bit of give. But you don't need much give for your t-shirt. I did the initial stitch with a very small zigzag with a 2.0 stitch length. So I think the zigzag was point 0.7 or something width because I thought, oh, I'm going to need more stretch. But I didn't like the way it looked as a top stitch, so I used the triple zigzag. But you could use any stretch stitch if you wanted it to be stretchier. I don't think I'll need it, but if I hear pops when I move or it grabs on something, then I'll know the next time I'm going to need a triple. No, a stretch stitch other than the triple straight stitch, which on my Bernina is a number 6 stitch. And they say to do that like for denim and whatever, so the top stitching shows up and all of that. But I am so happy that I had made a successful sewing project rather than a quilting project. So I hope you can have fun making one for yourself. Okay, and I will see you next week. Oh, wait. No, I won't. We will be out of town for 2 weeks, so I may not see you for 3 weeks. But it's nice to have a good t-shirt to wear out of town. Okay, thanks. Have a good week. Bye.